Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and if it's one thing that people don't like is being finessed. And by the way, being finessed is basically saying, hey, someone or something is taking advantage of me and I don't like it, okay? But what happens if you're finessing yourself by not knowing where your money is actually going? So by the way, in this video, I will tell you 6 things that you're spending way too much money on without realizing it. You don't even know the money's leaving your pocket, but it's actually happening. So in this video, by the way, you think it's common sense, but in reality, people don't know this. Some of this stuff I did not know initially, okay? But I'm happy to learn this. That way I can avoid those things and not have to pay money without even realizing it. Again, the goal is you don't want to get finessed whatsoever, okay? Now, if you guys are new here, I post videos every single day, so make sure to also subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. And on top of that, also destroy the like button. Now, the very first one, guys, is going to be bank fees, okay? And by the way, I wish this was not a thing in 2021. However, some people have, for example, bad loyalty towards companies that don't care about them whatsoever. By the way, I have no loyalty to any banks. I go to the bank with the best offers out there. However, some people still pay a lot of money to have a bank when in reality, that should be free. Because why would I pay you money to keep my money with you and you to grab my money and make money from it? It makes no sense. So these 3 fees are usually going to be, for example, monthly maintenance fee. Like, hey, you have to keep at least $1,500 bucks. And if you don't, we'll charge you $12 to $15. Okay. That's how that works. Okay. You shouldn't have to do that because again, the average American does not even have 1K in cash. So how would that have that much money for the entire month? And by the way, it's just a trick to get you to set up direct deposit with the company. That way they grab your money and lend it out. That's why that's that way. On top of that, you also have overdraft fee. Oh my gosh, I have a debit card. Someone charged me. I didn't have money in there, but now my balance is negative. And the bank the next day charged me $30 extra for something I did not have money for. And by the way, some banks keep charging you more and more money, okay? It doesn't stop. So the last thing is also gonna be statement fees. So if you have a bank, you have a statement. Sometimes you need a statement, but some banks, if you need the statement, they'll charge you $5 just to print the statement out for you and send it to you. A lot of money for no reason. However, what is the solution here? The answer is you gotta give up that loyalty for a company that's basically finessing you. For me, I use a bank called Sofi. Sofi does not have any of those fees. And on top of that, they're also FDIC insured, meaning if something goes wrong, my money's insured up to $1.5 million. Not just $250,000, but up to $1.5 million. No overdraft fee, no maintenance, no minimum balance, none of that stuff. And by the way, I'm not sponsored, but I love the bank. I'll put a link down below. And when you join, you get like 50 bucks, I think. I don't remember, but the link should be down below. If it's not there, still, I want you to go ahead and join Sofi. It's a great bank and I love it a lot. And by the way, with Sofi, you can also, for example, invest. They also have a credit card, a lot of options out there. By the way, because I joined in the very beginning, I get no ATM fees. So if I go anywhere and swipe for ATM money, they reimburse me, and that way I don't pay any money whatsoever. Sofi is great, my #1 bank, and I don't have banks that cost me money. I just don't do that. Not a good idea whatsoever. And by the way, overdraft fee, non-existent. If you don't have the money, they don't charge it. That's it. Sorry, I don't got the money. You can't charge me. That's how it's supposed to work. But, you know, banks love charging you money, and that's why they do it, okay? So that's why a lot of big banks are going to lose a lot of customers to these basically online smaller banks that are actually growing and growing a lot faster. Now, number 2 is going to be subscriptions. And by the way, this is very real and very expensive because basically we live in a world where you can't buy anything. Everyone wants a monthly plan, okay? Oh, you want to buy this? How about we give you a monthly plan? Just pay me $7 every single month. I hate those, okay? However, it's a real thing. And by the way, there was a study done back in 2018 where they asked people, hey, how much money do you think you spend subscription? And they said around 80 bucks or so. But in reality, the number was closer to around $238 on subscriptions. So for example, like Wi-Fi, your phone bill, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube now, Netflix, Amazon, so many out there, okay? So it is going to add up to a lot of money. And by the way, if you spend $250 in subscriptions every single year, that's going to be around $3,000 that's not in your pocket. But tell me, how do I solve this? Okay, what do I do? My internet bill, my phone bill, I need these things, right? Well, what do? Well, write down all your subscriptions and find out the competitors, the prices they actually have, and then call who you use and say, hey, this person over here is offering me this much money. It's a lot lower. I will leave if you don't match it, okay? And they'll say, okay, we'll lower the bill. Don't worry. I did this with T-Mobile. I did it with Optimum when I had Optimum, and it just saves you a lot of money just like that, okay? So call the people and say, hey, I want a lower bill, and here's why. I found a bill that's actually lower. And by the way, right now I have T-Mobile, but in the future, I might switch to Mint Mobile. It only costs around $30 per line, unlimited everything, and it's a lot cheaper, and that way I can save a ton more money also. Now, number 3, guys, is going to be leaving money on the table. You know, I'm the type of guy, if I'm walking around and I see a penny, I pick it up. That's what I do, okay? I don't like to leave money on the table. It's not my type of thing, okay? However, if you have a job that offers, for example, a 401k plan, and they also give you a match. Basically, I invest this much, we'll match this much. That's free money you're leaving on the table if you're not investing. So my advice would be, hey, does my employer offer a match? If the answer is yes, ask them, hey, how much do I need to invest to maximize all the free money? They'll tell you, and that way you can basically get all that money for free. Highly advise them. By the way, don't stop there. Also, start maxing out your Roth IRA and investing a lot more money, because basically, every dollar you invest today, in 30 years, will be worth around $17, okay? So the point is, invest, because for the future, you need to have money there, so that way you don't depend on anyone out there, okay? So investing, very important, and don't leave anyone on the table, because basically, they're giving you free money. So why wouldn't you want to take it, okay? Now, number 4, guys, is going to be buying things in bulk is going to save you a lot of money. And by the way, my favorite 2 words in history are Costco and BJ's, and also Sam's Club. So that's basically 3 words, maybe 5, I don't know, okay? Stop counting, okay? However, these stores are gonna save you a lot of money, because basically when you buy things in bulk the right way, okay, you don't wanna go out there and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy a lifetime supply of toilet paper. For what? I don't know. Don't do it. Bad idea, okay? You don't need to do it, okay? So just make sure you buy things in bulk you actually need, okay? However, that's gonna save you a lot of money. I was watching a video the other day, and it said basically, shopping at Whole Foods is going to be around 30% more expensive than shopping, for example, at a regular grocery store. But Tommy, of course it's gonna be more expensive. They have basically good brands, and on top of that, everything is organic. However, okay, BJ's, Costco, Sam's Clubs also has organic produce. So the difference is, hey, I save money, same product, same quality, or I get to be fancy with my little brown bag, and basically I'm spending 30% more. The answer is I want to buy things in bulk, okay? That's what I want to do when it comes to buying things, okay? It saves you a lot of money. Now, number 5, guys, I hope no one's doing, but people still do this, and it's basically ATMs and also credit card. Well, credit cards they do, but ATMs not that much anymore. However, I made a whole video on how to start an ATM business. And by the way, the core idea is basically you want to put that ATM in a location where people are gonna need cash. That's what you want. And by the way, ATM fees can be $2, $3, $8, $12. It can be a lot of money depending on where you put the ATM. Tommy, where would you make that much money? Well, in a gentleman's club, you know, like people dance and stuff like that. That's people want cash like right then and there. They don't care how much to pay, and they're also under the influence, so they're willing to pay a lot more money for whatever they actually want, okay? However, ATMs, although they're convenient, they're not a thing you have to do. So carry around cash, go to an ATM for your bank, that way you save that money. However, credit cards, how do you mean saving money in credit cards, and how am I being finessed here? The answer is, well, again, there was a study done. This is not my opinion, these are facts, okay? The study said people that use a credit card spend more than 18% than people that actually use cash. Why? Because when you spend hard cold cash, you say, wow, I spent that money, I'm not gonna get it back. It activates the pain receptors to your brain. So basically it becomes painful to go ahead and spend money. However, when you swipe, you don't feel nothing. Okay, you don't feel nothing, just a swipe, okay, money's gone, who cares, okay? But spending money in cash is gonna save you a lot more money. And by the way, if you don't pay the credit card like the average person does, by the way, most likely, you're also the average person, guess what? You'll pay twice. You'll pay the balance you owe, and on top of that, you'll pay interest on the entire amount, okay? And that can be a lot of money depending on how much interest is actually charging you. So you always wanna say, hey, do I wanna pay cash or do I wanna pay with a debit card? I use a debit card and I also use cash right here with my entire wallet. I don't have a single credit card in here. It's not my vibe. It's not what I do anymore. And by the way, if you want this wallet, I have a link down below to the Amazon link, and if you want, you can get it. It's like, I don't know, like 20 bucks, like $15. It's great. It fits 12 cards. I'm not advertising it, but I like it, and that's what I'm telling you guys about it. If you want to go get it, it's a pretty cool wallet, and I'm very happy with it, okay? I'm just telling you I like this wallet. Relax, guys, okay? Now, number 6, guys, is going to be buying cheap stuff. By the way, this is the last one, obviously, okay? But by the way, my mom is the queen of buying cheap stuff. Okay, she loves buying cheap things, okay? Cheap clothes, cheap electronics, cheap phones, cheap everything. And in reality, cheap knives, and in reality, those things end up costing her a lot more money because guess what? They break all the time. And when they break, you gotta buy them again brand new. So things, you might think like, hey, oh my gosh, cheap stuff is good. But in reality, you have to buy quality things. And by the way, the most expensive thing is not always a quality thing. But you have to find a quality product, good reputation, for a good price, on sale. So I say, hey, I'm gonna buy this good quality. It's not as cheap as the other one, but it's gonna last me a long time. And by the way, I can already see someone in the comments saying, Tommy, yeah, I get it. That's why I buy Gucci and Prada. And also, what's the other brand? I forgot the brands, and Balenciaga, all the other brands out there. I buy this stuff because basically the shirts are so quality. It is $500, Tommy, but it's gonna last me a very long time. No, that's not what I'm talking about at all, okay? You don't wanna spend that much money on those things, okay? I'm talking about things you're gonna use every day, but I use clothes every day, right? No, buy clothing for a good quality price because basically those same clothes are made in the same factories as the other clothing. So you're just basically buying a brand name. Again, it's not about the brand name. The most expensive is not always the best product, okay? If you know about things, you'll know this, okay? So buy quality products for a good price, usually on sale. When it comes to shopping for clothes, I shop at Goodwill, and I get all the fancy clothes for a very steep discount. That's what I do. But guys, overall, those right there are 6 things you're probably being finessed on. So make sure you stop getting finessed by all these things right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. By the way, comment down below and let me know if I missed any. I want to know, okay? Because I don't want to be finessed. So comment down below if I missed any. Let me know. That way I can save even more money. As always, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. If you guys want to text me or call me one-on-one, join me on Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at TommyBryson. Now, before I go, if you want to watch the video, guys, well, watch this video right here and talk back to my face right here. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, peace.